the assembly phase, we will be seeing the compositions come to full fruit, at least for the defenders. What do you expect to see?
Well, I'm nice and comfy here on Horizon Moon Colony with my spacesuit on. I'm excited to see what these two teams pick. I know Name is just teasing me with that Bastion pick. I wish he would choose it. But it looks like here for the
No.
defense, Pisa going with Orisa. Yui going again on that Widowmaker. He tore up last time on Rialto. Special Kid with the Ana. Rendered Junkrat to be very respected, considering the big performance from these teams with Junkrat. And Mini choosing the classic Diva, as we've seen on the previous two maps. But like I said, it's hard to place my bets on either of these teams. They're both having their ups and downs, performing well. It is 1-1, so it is anyone's game here on Horizon Lunar Colony.
I'm a little bit curious about Kazette being on the Lucio here, perhaps wanting to go for a more aggressive bet, because Lucio isn't really considered a defensive hero in the grand scheme of things, and everything has really shaken out on the defense. So as soon as he catches wind, maybe he'll change when he goes down with the ship. But the gates will drop, and we are rolling out. Speaking of the Lucio on the attacking side will be Bisa, and the base god will be filling in the second healing role, and Render will delete Autumn straight away with a concussive mind. And given that there is no mercy, you're gonna have to wait for a little while.
Even with the invisibility, Autumn's not fooling Render, just snagging on that bear trap, a common route. So we can see a Twisted Vision just waiting for the rest of the team to come together. I'm expecting to see Bus and Breezy just dive straight up the top, where maybe throwing an orb up there to try to disrupt them or drop them down.
That could be the signal to go, but they've all gone right underneath everybody. And Autumn stripped the mine. That's definitely alerted the Widowmaker to a presence. They're in a duel. Autumn is brought extremely low, but low won't count. It has gotten to the health pack and is back at full strength. This defense is actually holding so far, but now they are starting to collapse on the point. The attack is a Twisted Vision. We'll have to see if it actually holds up.
It's good to see here initially. Breezy as well as Bus recognizing the Ren's the threat on Junkrat, jumping on top of that balcony to really try fool with him, but it's not going to be enough. He's able to stay alive. Yui picking up that pick on Name. Good hold here by Dignity.
Indeed, I can really dig that. I'm not proud of that, I'm sorry.
We can just end the stream now.
Yeah, pack it up, we're done. 2 minutes and 20 seconds give or take. We have the Empress Sight, the Riptire, and the Self-Destruct. That will definitely keep the attackers at arm's reach. And there is the Call to Arms, and Name gets cracked right in the mouth. Just like the short, the Widow will always win in the end. Sadly, we're not on King's Row to make it entirely thematically fitting. It's definitely made the attackers run scared though, and they're just waiting again. They've been doing a lot of waiting and not a lot else.
Props to Special Kid for that sleep dart on Name. Here comes a Riptide. Can he catch that support? Meets it down. Maybe Twisted Vision might have to do more waiting. Really hesitant to go into this. Just hiding under the staircase there. So let's see if they can do it. Looks like Moira is going outside for a little 0G walk. And rotating back towards the other side of the point, Dignity just trying to scout out, see if Autumn's hiding somewhere in the shadows, maybe place another bear trap. Oh, it seems that Dignity has caught on that they're outside. This could be dangerous fighting in such a small area. Here comes the Coalescence and jumping the back line from Bus.
He is extremely angry. I think the gravity might have got to him. He has knocked Pizza clean off the server, and just like that, they broke out in a surprise attack. And Twisted Vision caused the defense of Dignity to collapse. It actually sounded a team kill bell. So just in the nick of time, pretty much, they do seize the point. Dignity are saying, no, we're just going to hold second, and that is what they are elected to do. 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
They got more time on the clock here. Twisted Vision learning their mistakes there. They went through that side space door, allowing the rest of Busts as well as Breezy to jump up and just punish Render there. They both all had their backs turned, so that was easy pickings. Dignity here with a lot of ults. That damage boost, I reckon it's going to come down, as well as that nano boost onto Mini. Breezy only with a Diva Bomb, so if he really makes that work, they can do something here. But I think this might be a good hold here for Dignity.
There was a big nade there from Special Kid. Did end up going down at the hands of Nami, but that could be all worth it for the defense. And just like that, Dignity have quelled back Twisted Vision and forced them on the clock for an attack. They do have a lot of time though. It was pretty much a dry run to try and feel out the potential defense and maybe give them a second cue.
Autumn hiding on a ledge here, I presume looking for a big EMP opportunity if he manages to catch enough. It seems like the bus as well as Breezy will be able to drop that Diva bomb as well and clean up Pisa. Making sure that they respect his position, forcing Twisted Vision to push back. Now I'm able to finish Pisa off, jumping down on a point. They probably get his first tick here.
The mini actually get hacked for the time being. That could be very huge. There goes the Riptide though. With everybody so close on the point, that could be quite detrimental. The self-destruct does go out, does not claim a victim. Name will only be skid due to tires, will put the Junkrat ultimate off of the table. And just for now, they will quell the attack, the members of Dignity. So that's another one down. And another chance for both sides to recoil and regroup. But they will have more to play with on the side of Twisted Vision. They have the Transcendence, the Primal Rage, and the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie might be their cue to go.
You deciding what to go, he hovered his cursor over the Genji, but ultimately we decided to go with the Widowmaker. Props to Pisa there for that last fight. You managed to find Nami. Pisa, props to him last fight on point. He just put his bubble around the Diva bomb there, completely negating it, which is an excellent play there. Render here not going to have his blade for a while, but he could be punished by Autumn if he gets caught out. That stun can be devastating. Jumping down for Twisted Vision on another point.
And they've already got the leg up. They've taken out Yui and Kazet. And Render was shortly to follow. He was so far away from unsheathing a blade, it would have been silly. Mini would throw out the self-destruct, but got promptly deleted by Name, and this is basically the best chance for Twisted Vision to try to buy time. Kazet is the only person there who gets probably deleted. The music is now silenced thanks to Nus Base God. Autumn will get rid of Render once more, stunned and taken off of the table. Now they are in full-blown storm mode on the side of Dignity if you look at their lineups.
You switching from that Widowmaker gun, like you said, for those Storpex, building up that pulse bomb fast. But it might not be enough. Transcendence coming down on the point. He's a Render and you, seeing who they can pick off, making that slash, but they do jump off. And that's the end of round one.
You have to be on the point to contest it. Sadly, the dash didn't touch it for long enough. It's a little bit strange when it comes to that. But they end up finishing the map on the side of Twisted Vision, and they have 1 minute and 39. Should we require it to go into extra time? But now it is up to the side of Dignity to try and match or better that time. And knowing how their attacks have been thus far, at least on the other maps that we've seen, especially the control map to open, I feel we could see that being matched quite basically tit for tat in terms of time.
I'm really hoping that Dignity here recognize that Nami as well as Autumn are really familiar and comfortable with that Widowmaker and Junkrat picks. I was really hoping that they would go more of a dive composition just to go up on the ledge and really stop them from doing their work up there, because hopefully they can just get in there, get it down, take that first point. Unlike Twisted Vision, who had a bit of a hard time initially, they were stalling on the point, but many with that defense matrix will soak a little bit of damage up. But I'm excited for you here, because if you can get really in their face and get a good stun off, possibly on Nisa, that's going to ruin their chances of making it a 7v6 here.
Just making it a big, fat tank line. We see the Reinhardt, Brigitte, Moira, Lucio, Zarya, and Diva going out. Basically a tried and true staple of modern Overwatch. But they will have to keep an eye on Name and Autumn. They will try to chew through all that HP, armor, and accoutrement, and make the defense stand.
You can see down there. You can see down the bottom there, Autumn for Dignity, trying to return the favor of placing that bear trap down in that corner there, hoping to catch someone out like Twisted Vision did to Dignity initially. Coming out strong here, got their clustered together. They might step on the bear trap here.
It might do, or it might get destroyed. That remains to be seen. They're relatively unscathed thus far, but we're going into the staircase of death. It looks looks like they're hovering around and they might be aware. Yes, it is a second out of commission, but did put down another trap. They're all up top. That might be the call to retreat for the Twisted Vision. They're moving down to the point. Autumn will put a mind to Special Kid, and Autumn comes before the fall. Mini, Yui, and Gazette will fall prey to the Riptide, and Brenda gets the only reply. But that'll be all they'll be able to muster. The Riptide, man, it's proving to have the most value I've seen in quite some time, along with these self-destructs. Explosions get the job done.
Certainly is doing a good job. Even in that staircase of death, I was sweating bullets for Dignity. I was thinking that one of them was going to get caught out by a stray grenade. Looks like Dignity here opting to go the other side. Sorry, Twisted Vision. Opting to go around the other side of the point this time, see if they can get straight on board and push them off. Coalescence coming down, keeping Pisa alive. But in the back line, here comes Riptide from Autumn again. Let's see who we can find. Hopefully it's going to be another big Riptide.
It might, dude, no, it is not. It's best and force. Everybody to spread though. You heard the chatter going out from the Riptide. It was like, stand back. That is an alarm, my friend. And the alarm that will sound will be, get the heck back, because there is a whole hog of the loose. Breezy will raise Gazette in prime fashion, and Pizza will go as well. Aside from applying the bus, they did not get all that much on it. We're running down to 2 minutes and 10, and the attack of Dignity is still trying to make this work, and this might be their best chance given their current state of affairs in terms of ultimates.
I'm a little scared for Dignity. I really want them to try and find Autumn or Nama, because they're just having a fun time just running down damage without being uncontested. They're all grouped up here. If Baseco gets a good biotic grenade, oh, it's eaten. They're just going to work their way back on a point. Nama just chilling up top, uncontested. Managed to find Special Kid, like I said, he's just raining down damage. More grenades being spammed off the side, uncontested from Autumn. Sleep dart on Mini, he's going to be out of the fight for a couple of seconds. Let's see if Dignity here can work something, but Nama yet again is finding a third head there. Just clean up.
Bracket more skulls, you may as well get a bigger wall. You're getting a ton of trophies. Now, I alluded to it earlier, and we're seeing even more proof of it here. He is an absolute menace, both at the long range, and if Mini gets staggered, this could be absolutely ugly. But sadly, it's well good for the side of Dignity. It's only an eject and a retreat, so it could be good for the time being, and now they're just toying with him until he gets back, and Autumn will get rid of the Mecha Pilot. So just toying with their food a little bit too long and being a little bit too patient on the side of Dignity. They're going to have to wait for Mini to come back, and that has bled a ton of time and forced Dignity into a tough spot.
Oh, it's going to be close here for Dignity. If Render doesn't manage to find Name or Autumn with his Graviton Surge here, Autumn's just going to turn around and throw a Riptide back in their face. So they really have to play their cards here, right? Coalescence coming up as well here for Dignity. Here comes that Riptide. Let's see if he can catch anyone off guard. Going around behind, up the staircase. Will they notice?
No, it is up the side! And Yui and Pizza will be dropped out of commission as the sound cue threw everybody off. And that's forced everybody into hysterics and forced Special Kid to work overtime in terms of being a healer. And we are down to 10 seconds. They will be able to touch the point, I feel, on Dignity, but it's going to be extremely difficult if Special Kid can get there in time. Yeah, he does get a touch, but he will have the wrath of Twisted Vision.
I'm fend them off with that Coalition. Diva Bomb calming down. We need to get back in that mech, not finding anybody. They do have a couple of ults here. Earthshadow coming down, not connecting. Now May up top. If he isn't addressed, they are just going to have an easy cleanup here. Twisted Vision.
This is their best chance. It's got to reply to order. They want heavy and dropped out of the fight. Both of the healers are now gone. So no more sustain. And now it is a tit-for-tat fight, and desperation is going across the entire team of Dignity. And they finally evac the opposition. Name is the last to fall. Finnegan is the absolute menace of the previous section here. And now we are down to 4 minutes. They bled it to overtime, but they got it done at the end.
You looking to give Nami a piece of his own medicine, switching it up. Render here hovering his finger over the switch. I think he's going to change there for a second, but didn't commit to it. Bus here with the supercharger here for Twisted Vision. So if they really get in there, throw it down, they could make the most of it. But it seems like Pizza having a good job with that shield, just chilling up on the top balcony, really dug in quite nice and tight. So they're going to have to pull them down off the point. if they really want to make the most of it. But Misa here with the Valkyrie and Bus with the Supercharger. Nothing on the board here for Dignity, so it's going to be interesting going full steam ahead up to top, meeting Twisted Visions face to face, swinging that hammer.
Indeed, you better not get at the other end of that. It's going to be quite a rough time. Peter will drop in, the Supercharger will go down, Orisa will array to cease, and that is all that will happen. The Supercharger will be no more. Breezy will get rid of Yui in an entire team effort. Peter will shortly follow. Biddy ejects the counterpart of Breezy, and goodness gracious me, this is getting to be quite the rough fight. The Twisted Vision have saved the ship, and Minnie is getting stretched out again, getting put to bed as the demon pilot. Everybody is crawling over her, like, yeah, we're gonna let you live for a little while longer, but we'll kill you in front of your teammates, and they will have to wait or go in with a man down.
That's upsetting. He's on the rest of the team for Dignity. Gonna be standing around twiddling their thumbs. Randa going victim as well to Autumn with those grenades. Just sitting back, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for the team to regroup. Special Kid with that coalescence to reinforce his team and keep them topped up. Pisa with the Earth Shatter, if he can get behind that Orisa shield, it could be a big play here. But on top of the rafters here, Twisted Vision hiding. It's going to be interesting, and Autumn does have that Riptide. And on those rafters, if he drops down, it could be a devastating one again.
Just biding their time. They have definitely noticed with the Widow traces coming out. And now they're starting to move out along the high ground. The self-destruct does come out of commission. Keep an eye on this Riptide. It could be absolutely devastating. It does take out the Brigitte, so that is one big sword taken out of the fight. And there is a little bit of an awkwardly placed convalescence. He did get back into the fight. In the end, he was doing it to nothing but class. Initially, there is the self-destruct to force everybody back from the member of Breezy, and he is back at the back and ready to charge again. Misa will raise the frag onto Autumn. The Gravitas Surge does come out from the side of Dignity. There is no follow-up for it though, and this tide of war is exceedingly even and not looking to tip anytime soon.
Minnie going up there, trying to take out Nami on the high ground, but it's not going to be up to it. Biotic Grenade landing on you, and just being followed up. Special Kid accepting his fate and knowing he's going to be taken down. Breezy, oh, I spoke too soon. I thought they were going to stag him a little longer. 60 seconds left on the clock here for Dignity. It is going to be close. Hugh with the rally for a bit of momentum as well as armor for the rest of the team. And Pisa holding onto that Earth Shadow for a wee while. Base God here, I presume he's going to throw down that.
Yui is just changed off of Brigitte with a full charged off. That could come back to bite them very hard.
I thought he was going to burn that rally, opting to go underneath this time rather than over the top. I don't think the Twisted Vision have noticed yet. Here comes Riptide.
Name's taking out Kazet, so that is one healer dropped out of the fight. It's going to be extremely difficult, and especially with Special Kid being zapped to death by Buzz, it's going to be an extremely tough time. With time, the people power slowly dwindling. Will they be even able to touch the point? There is nobody even close. Well, aside from the Widow of Yui will not be more. Yui will be blown all the way out of the airlock and into space. Overtime did end up getting triggered by Kazet and Special Kid, but that is mere formalities at this point. And that is the moon taken over by Twisted Vision, and you can hear their cries of victory go out into space.
Good work there from Twisted Vision. Impressive work as Autumn with those Riptide follows up. A little upsetting there in that last team fight that Dignity's Pisa dived with his Shadow. I thought he took that to the grave with him rather than using it against Twisted Vision. But like we said, Autumn doing really good work there. And it seemed like Dignity struggled a little to find their targets and get Nami off that high ground in the back. But overall, both teams doing really well. Just getting the leg up as we go into this fourth map picked by Dignity.
And Autumn is causing the opposition to hear that Riptire, the Ripcord, the Praise Fire in the Hole. They're going to be hearing that in their nightmares from the way that he's been playing. It's been an absolutely catastrophic time for him. He's just been running a plumb on everyone. But with Twisted Vision taking the W on Horizon Lunar Colony, we have a choice of King's Row and another hybrid map, which it's EICHENWALDE, as a matter of fact, which has just been picked by the members of Dignity. So we are going to Germany and the beautiful, beautiful architecture and the giant castle which these teams will try to storm.
It's going to be an interesting matchup here. If Twisted Vision against Dignity sieging the castle, what are you a betting man, Subways? Who do you think is going to take this one and siege the castle?
Ooh, why'd you ask if I was a betting man, especially with these two teams and the way that they've been playing in a real back and forth affair? I'm really unsure, but I do give the edge to Twisted Vision. Mainly because Autumn and Nami, if they could go off the handle like they have in the past, which I know that they can do, this will be a very tough time and a tough castle to seize. But now the official pick is in. We're flying to Germany. We're going to storm the castle of Eichenwalde. And get a load of the architecture.
Grab your hats, grab your sunscreens. It's going to be a scorcher down here at Eichenwalde. I reckon for this first point, I'm hoping we see Autumn. I hope he picks out that Junkrat. Oh, switching up for more explosive composition. Yet again, sticking with it, going with the Farah. It's going to be an interesting base god here, hovering over that Torbjorn. I'm excited to see how it goes. Pisa here, opting for that Winston. You with the Tracer's special kid on Lucio. Gazette, going with the Mercy, hoping to keep their team up. And Render on the Farah. Both teams opting for a Farah here with the Farm Mercy combo. But no shield tanks. Interesting pick here for Twisted Vision.
But teasing the hamster ball, but it looks like the side of Twisted Vision are having a bit of a pact with the pit outside of spawn. Base God will likely put in his actual choice, and there it is. He has gone to the Brigitte, and now Autumn's on the Torbjorn. Take a seat there, Short Stack. He's just dropped to his doom, as has Bus. What are they doing on the side of Twisted Vision? They are really liking the water down there, and it's a bit off-putting. You can't put that many bodies. They can't really pay enough to the council to get them shipped out. But we do have the Winston, Tracer, Lucio, Mercy, Farah, and Diva on the attack. We will see a Pharmacy, and as you alluded to earlier, we will see the same going out on the side of Twisted Vision. We will see a Pharmacy duel. Which rocket will reign supreme? Let the gates drop. Let the battle commence on Eichenwalde.
I'm super excited on the edge of my seat. 2-1, so this is still anyone's game. We could go in overtime, and we could go for a tiebreaker here. We got Dignity here living in the side passage here. Special Kid falling to Breezy. Good opening frag. A second one there for Twisted Vision. Looks like they are going to be able to turn them around and send them back, slamming the castle door shut.
Nope, you are not going to pass, Name. And Autumn made damn sure of that. Autumn, I definitely said it before, and we saw it in the last map. Autumn and Name are real pains if they do get the ball rolling. They're going to be high priority targets for the opposition of Cascade. Yui's trying to tag the point, pull the defenses elsewhere, but one of the tanks is in the deck. Mini will fill Boss full of rockets. That is the Orisa off of the table. And Yui and Mini trying to pry this defense apart. They're doing a damn good job of it thus far.
Twisted Vision being pushed back, forcing to respect the ground with dignity. Autumn coming on, trying to get that direct impact, just not enough falling to the mini. Here comes Breezy with a whole hog for the contest, but I don't think it is going to be enough. The payload's going to get rolling, and I presume whilst they get the ball rolling, they're going to jump ahead on top of the castle and try to keep them in their spawn.
Yes, so Twisted Vision tried to set up a defense, and Nami, with Beast's assistance, will delete Render and force the resurrection out. There would fight up top. Autumn has raid justice, and Render did do the same. And both of the Forest were turned to scrap, but one did end up coming back into the fight, that being Autumn. And Twisted Vision so far are locking it down and in a really precarious position. If they get set up in the correct way, Name has made the appropriate call and is now on the Widowmaker. If you look at where he stands, this could be a really rough time. He's looking right down the spawn door and will send Yui packing in a very short order.
Like I said, with no shield tank, Nami can really get to work here. I'm feeling that Twisted Vision have a nice comp, even though they both have the Farm Mercy combo. Breezy's able just to eat it for breakfast. Seeing the switch here actually coming up for Dignity. They traded off and recognized that Diva might be a threat. Here comes this bomb.
And Boom, it's forced everybody back. That might be a small victory. The sound barrier did come down. Render will cut Name in half. There is no longer a threat, good sir. And Yui will run roughshod on the opposition by getting one onto the Mercy, and that will force the defending side to basically recoil, reset, and think of their next plan of defense as this cart will slowly advance.
Props to Pizza and Render there, really fighting on top of the castle, drawing Dignity away from the payload. Sorry, Twisted Vision away from the payload, allowing them to get them 3 yards. Bussin, Breezy, looking to get the flank off, but Kazette and Render just hiding up top, flanking behind them. It's going to be a bit of a sandwich here, but the rest of the team is quite split up. This could be interesting.
Name, good.
Name getting picked. And here comes the follow-up here by Twisted Vision. Deep ball, not finding anyone. Fighting at the front gates. Here comes the
Name definitely had the signal to go, but put the round right between the eyes. And Bus and the rest of the troops were rallied, were basically saying, yeah, we can have a go. And that was that. If, I don't know, I'm unsure if the rest of the troops saw that, but the grapple up and it went right between Yui's eyes, so that was the end of that. They're going to keep the duel going, and this payload will be locked in place until the rest of the side of Dignity are able to touch. But with Name being as sharp as I know that he can be, I'd be very, very terrified if the Emperor side comes out and basically lets everybody know where Dignity stands.
Render there, he could pull this blade out at any time for the cleanup. I'm a little scared. He got stunned there by the Brigitte, forcing him to come back, not being as confident as he would like to be. Pisa getting clean up onto base god, and Nami being the alpha widow here, cleaning up you. It looks like Dignity here. Gonna push him back. Fighting a fellow Breezy getting VMAC'd. Breezy, sorry.
Breezy ejected and promptly dealt with. Is buying a little bit of time for everybody to return. That is something good to note. And yeah, the Brigitte is back on the scene. Autumn is back and dealing with a very cranky, very angry, and very discordant Monkey. Breezy is back at the back, ready to call another one. Stand by for Titanfall, my friends. This point is still actually contested and has an even keel. The Demon Ball will go up, will not claim a victim, and Mini will keep this fight going at an even kill until very recently Name will put a bullet right between Render's cybernetic skull, and the manpower is slowly tipping towards Twisted Vision, but it is only a matter of time before this goes. This fight is very scrappy, very elongated, and it's just a question of who wants it more.
Backward and forwards, who can get these frags? We saw there that Pisa was really hungry for Nami jumping the backline there, but he got ganked by 3 members of Twisted Vision, just shutting down and denying it. Render has been holding onto that blade for a little while, but I presume he knows it's going to be negated by base god's transcendence. Nami, is he going to throw up the visor here? The wall siren try to get a pick onto them. 49 seconds on the clock. I think it's going to be all or nothing here for Dignity. They want to stick together, see if they can find someone in the backline, jump across the bridge, and look, you can see base god hiding really passive, waiting to pop that transcendence and come to his team's rescue.
Will he choose to do so? And base god, oh goodness, Peter, you're a little bit hungry and full of filling, and you are taken off of the table. Breezy and base god are thinning out this attack ever so slowly, and now running down to 17 seconds of running scared. And if anybody gets stretched out or staggered, this could be quite the catastrophe, and Bus in the primal rage will take Kazette out. So the Mercy will be off of the table for the start of this fight. They are able to touch, but can they get into advance is the next question that we have to contend with.
Like we said before, that Dragon Blade's coming up, a base god flying on over to the rescue. That Diva Bomb taking out Name, so they're not going to have a widow. Breezy getting D, make that Winston jumping in the backline, going for the sports, denying the res on Nisa. Rally comes down, this is intense, here comes the sound barrier.
Force everybody to sort of give them a little bit more space and respect everything. Yeah, there is still the contest on the payload. It's slow though, and now everybody's been knocked and pushed back. So after a little bit of a tussle, they finally got Twisted Vision to give them respect. Will they even contest on the side of Twisted Vision? Yes, they will. Breezy will be first on the scene, and that will be the cue for everybody else to start filing in and perhaps have the final fight of this first half.
That battering ram almost touching the door here. Twisted Vision just coming out in the nick of time. Bus does have that promo rage. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to bubble, has to leap away. Nami managing to be taken down. This is an intense fight here. Yui does have flies, but that's not going to be of any assistance here to Dignity. This is intense. Backwards and forwards action. Just a matter of cleaning up. It's just backwards and forwards. It looks like Dignity is going to come out on top here, managing to knock down these doors, hoping and grasping 1 minute 20 to get that third point.
Every single time that you get a point on these maps, you will add 1 minute 30 to the timer, and given they got it in overtime, they've got the flat amount. And this battering ram will start to make its voyage towards Baldric's armor, but it looks like Twisted Vision are well poised to start a skirmish. Pizza has dropped in and tried to engage. Render has unsheathed the blade. Still beyond how sharp it is. He will, as a matter of fact, he will cut Autumn in two. There's a big threat taken off of the battlefield for the time being, and Name has ejected Mini from the mech, and Misa has deleted the pilot. Breezy will get rid of this cyborg ninja dude, and Twisted Vision will hold in for now. We are running down to 40 seconds, and if you are on the side of Dignity, you are in a good set in terms of ultimates. You have the sound barrier to engage, the self-destructor, perhaps spread people out. Same with the Riptire and the Primal Rage. They will pretty much have to go now. They're running down to 20 seconds as the rally comes out from Autumn.
Looks like Dignity here just going to use a lot of explosive damage to try to kill. They can Coalescence as well as Sound Barrier still available. They might pop it and just go full steam ahead and push them off the point with that barrier here. No hits again coming up. Here comes the Diva Bomb as well. From the backline, Buzz turning that shield running time, managing to save a team. Riptire coming out. Can he get the pick? Manages to take down Autumn. Sound Barrier from Special Kid. Breezy has to respect that. That Graviton Surge is so close. Buzz can follow up just in time in overtime. Can Dignity push them off and keep it rolling? Here comes the Graviton Surge, manages to find one. Breezy takes him out, follows him second. Here comes that Rocket Rush even better.
Give me a little bit of that justice. They are starting to move forward on the card. There are three members. There is Name and Misa trying to contest. Autumn is there in tow, and the rest of Twisted Vision are slowly beginning to file in. Kazetta's been turned into a pancake by Buzz, and Buzz with the giant rocket hammer will turn into the Reinhardt from the Honor and Glory short and knock everybody out in his path. So they fall just short of Baldric's armor. They get 2 points, and it will be up to Twisted Vision to match it and have time to spare.
Breezy there, dropping that Zara for that Mesa, getting that last stall pick. This is going to be one to close game. I'm hoping Twisted Vision here can pull it together and just wipe up Dignity here with a certainly good performance there at stopping Dignity from storming the castle. But who knows, this is still anyone's game. Both teams going up and down in terms of their performance, being able to pull some giant ultimates out. Really well done here by Dignity here last round with their ultimate economy. They weren't going all in, and they just had their tempo just right, able to hold on to them in time.
Indeed. And knowing Twisted Vision and their current state, they're really wanting to get the aggression out. That's all I feel that they're known for. Well, with a name and logo like that, it pretty much calls for it. So on the defensive side, we do have the Pharmacy in play with Gazette and Render filling up that position. The Arissa with Pizza. Oh jeez, every single time I say that name it makes me hungry. Yui with another sniper roll, this time on the Hanzo, so be ready for some Olympic archery. Special Kid on the Roadhog. We saw him go a little bit off the handle in the previous round. And Mini again with the Diva. Expect him to just throw out the Diva mech when it's ready to explode and tell everybody to clear the area. And we are looking at a 2-2-2 from Twisted Vision. And once again, the Pharmacy, we'll see them on both sides and see a potential duel. Open the gates. It's the end of it. And Autumn, that's a little bit of a whiff there. He will accidentally rocket himself somehow, and Misa thinking, yeah, it's too early to use the res. We'll actually wait for the respawn to come through. So that's a little bit awkward of a thing to contend with moving into this first fight.
A little bit of a delay there, but Autumn taken back off again with Misa joining him. Yeah, one direct impact onto Autumn. Can Brenda get a second? Doesn't look like it. Dignity falling back onto the point, really hiding behind that Arista shield, using it for cover to make sure those rockets don't. Jumping in the backline, Name as well as Bus, seeing who they can pick off, but many just turning around, dealing out those rockets.
You would definitely want to run away from them, and Brenda's rockets will be rendered obsolete because Name has turned the power to the scrap. May's got the brain of Mini, and Special Kid is the only person to reply. That is with a half a frag. He ejected the back, and Breezy airing on the good side of caution, walking off of the map knowing that the point is seized and waiting for the next spawn point. And on the first attack, the point belongs to Twisted Vision, and they have 5 minutes and 15 to get it up and into the castle. That is before the second checkpoint gives you the extra time.
What I'm finding Special Kid, but only being taken down Mini by a follow-up. Excellent first take there by Twisted Vision, around on the flank there with that Trace as well as the Diva finding their squishy can take him out.
Oh man, Yui still in a duel. Will put a bullet right into the brain of Yui, and Peter will avenge him. Base God really trying to prove his mettle and prove his worth. Did get a big angry gorilla for his trouble. But there is only one on the payload, and the Diva of Mini just trying to buy a little bit of space, but this card is in a really good spot at the moment. This self-destruct will go out from Mini. Everybody will have to respect that, and Name will feel the full brunt of it by being blown up by it, and Render will be brought back into the fight by with Gazette. That will not be enough. The entire side of Cascada, Dignity are really feeling off of that one and pushing everybody back.
I initially thought they were quite staggered with their good ultimate usage and managed to buy them time. 4 minutes though on the clock, and a fair few ults for Twisted Vision here. That rocket barrage up again, and we see with the Diva roll jumping up top, catching Mini off guard. Nami swatting that Pharah out of the sky. Put him dropping down. Looks like he might be going for the rocket barrage. As I spoke, he gets taken out by you. Battle of the Widowmakers still on again.
Not quite, but the players are still in a bit of a cahoots. But with all that said and done, it's a minor casualty that will keep the payload moving. Bit of a quarterback arm from Special Kid. No dice. So the payload will be uncontested for the time being. It will likely round the corner and move towards the bridge before the next engagement. But look how far forward Buzz is. This could be a bit of a scary point if he plays his cards right. The infrared sight did come out, and the Primal Rage will bring Buzz into an extremely angry state, be swinging back and forth. Special Kid will be no more.
Excellent work there by Bus, chilling on the top, getting the attention of most of the members of Dignity, and then just going into that Primal Rage, able to get 2 picks off top. The rest of Twisted Vision, following up, seeing if they can get that point to knock down with that batting ram onto the gates. Diva one coming down as well from both sides. You catching out Nami, Render catching out Bus as well. There's a bit of a scrappy fight here. It looks like Based God jumping off the ledge, knowing that they need to regroup and get it back together. Breezy here might be staggered.
Yep. Breezy taking the easy way out will go into the creek. Sorry, Eichenwalde City Council and Historic Upkeep, you have got another body in the river. It's a little bit awkward. We're running into 2 minutes 10, and although Name did rail Yui pretty badly, the frag will be undone by Cassette and the Resurrection, but that will play to be a factor. The stick on the bus, goodness gracious, did not take him out, but did make Twisted Vision be a little bit spooked for the time being, and may have bled out a potential resource going into this fight. It's going to be hot, heavy, and full of surprises.
That Primal Rage coming out, can he knock him off? But it's the dip. Oh, managed to jump back up. Name just in the backline for a while, uncontested, but Render knows he can't stand that Widowmaker standing by himself. Render recalling back up on the ledge after falling down. Breezy taking out Special Kid, and he's to resurrecting Name.
It is only a matter of time. It will sit there. Everybody being forced back. The first being chased down by Breezy, and just as the Valkyrie goes out, Name will put Gazette down. Peter is the only line of defense left, and now the Lucio as well of Special Kid will be promptly done. The music is silenced. 2 minutes and 30 is what Twisted Vision have to get to the checkpoint, and Breezy will stagger out Kazep once again. And 3 members of Twisted Vision just try to buy a little bit of free space while the animation does go in, the door goes down, and this payload will start to move forward. And if you're on the side of Dignity, you will have to try and scramble this last stand.
Seems like Twisted Vision here giving it everything they got. Breezy with the Diva Bomb connecting to Special Kid. Bus here popping that Primal Rage. Oh, it looks like Mini might not be able to contest, pushing them back. Can Pisa get on with this hammer swinging? Contest building up. He doesn't have it. And it looks like Twisted Vision are going to take out Eichenwalde and siege the castle, taking down Dignity.
That is it. It is going to be covered in tentacles and all things awesome. So that is the map falling going to Twisted Vision, and that will be the end of the set. And goodness me, there was a lot of ups, downs, and pure aggression. And as you can see from Bus, a little bit of anger, which is good for the spirit. And the GGs are called, and that will be the last map of this evening.
I was certainly sweating bullets there. That was a roller coaster ride watching the Battle of the Widowmakers go backwards and forwards. Really respecting those Mercy picks there, able to keep their teams up. But an excellent work. Twisted Vision managing to climb up the top of the ladder, now securing 2 wins under their belts.
Indeed, and a pretty clean record too, with a total record now of 6-1. So that would be that's definitely going to be a good leg up and a yardstick to chase at these very early stages. And in other news, we have another series going on, and look at this. They've gone the distance and definitely fought tit for tat. They've split the series between EXO and their opponents. So it's been a very good night for the Rise Up Invitational, and we are going into a very interesting story. The first week will come to a close, and Flix, it